And it's not so much that I actually really care if this one or two specific coworkers quote unquote forgot I was there or not. I am quiet when I'm locked in and I'm trying to focus on work, which that day specifically I was really struggling with the design for some reason, but eventually I got it. But yeah, it's the fact that people just feel the need to point it out and draw lots of attention to themselves, and essentially to me as well, and I just don't like that. Like, just let me be, I wasn't bothering you, and I'm just trying to get through the day with my head down low, but you've undone all of that now, congrats. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Riv, and I usually make videos about my artwork, the process I do to make it, and a little bit about my life and my experiences. I'm not gonna lie though, sometimes I also just want to talk about weird specific things that I've either been thinking about a lot, or something comes up and it reminds me of it, and I just get randomly all passionate about it. But first, real quick, all of this footage is basically me doing a little flip through of one of my old pocket sketchbooks from around the beginning of 2024, I want to say. I'm sort of steadily making my way through recording them and showing them to you guys through these videos, so we'll see, maybe one day I can catch up because I still got a couple more sitting around. But yeah, the other day I was sitting at one of my jobs. I do graphic design work for a company part-time and seasonally usually, just whenever they need me for a specific project. But I was sitting there working and listening to my headphones a little bit, because most of the time I don't really have to talk a whole lot while I'm actually designing something. But for a while that morning, some of my other coworkers were all talking, which is normal, but there's one in particular, and he's just really chatty, which is like, okay, fine, right? Kind of annoying, but everyone is trying to focus, so they humor him a little, not to sound like that, but it's true. But then he apparently, like, hears me type a little, I guess, gets up, sees me, because I'm a little bit blocked by his monitors, he didn't see me, and he goes like, oh, I totally forgot you were even here. And I'm not sure why I felt the need to say that. I guess sometimes people think they're giving their like average Redditor ad, like stand-up routine at work or something. So I was just like, okay. But before I could even really respond, another coworker also turns around, looks at me, and he says, oh, I forgot you were here too. So I'm just like, okay, thanks guys. And it doesn't even stop there. The second guy then says something along the lines of, you're as quiet as a mouse or something like that. And I know mice and stuff are really cute, but honestly, that's just really rude to say to people in general. Like, you usually don't want to point out how quiet people are. They could be for a number of reasons, and sometimes it is just personality. So anyway, I don't think I even had a proper comeback. I was just like, oh no, I was too stunned to think. I may have said something like, yeah, I just am working, or I just listen more than I talk usually. And it's not so much that I actually really care if this one or two specific coworkers quote unquote forgot I was there or not. I am quiet when I'm locked in and I'm trying to focus on work, which that day specifically I was really struggling with the design for some reason, but eventually I got it. But yeah, it's the fact that people just feel the need to point it out and draw lots of attention to themselves, and essentially to me as well, and I just don't like that. Like, just let me be, I wasn't bothering you, and I'm just trying to get through the day with my head down low, but you've undone all of that now, congrats. I've had some friends maybe tease me a little about being quiet too, but that's kind of different, and to be honest, the friends I have now don't even do that, because they're like mature enough now to know it's sometimes just personality, and they're funny, and they can make jokes about other things that aren't at other people's expenses. But yeah, this has always been a kind of weird thing that's cropped up in my life. I'm sure other introverted and sort of quiet people can also relate. For some reason, this is like a universal thing for us, right? Like, some rando will just have an opinion on whether I talk too much or too little. I feel like in this day and age, some people do try to understand and will be like, oh, you're just really introverted or anxious, or you have social anxiety. Don't worry, I have that too. And yet they talk up a freaking storm, and I'm like, okay, yours must be very different then. I honestly don't even feel like I have the same anxieties super bad anymore like I did when I was younger, but it's more like I literally just don't care that much anymore. I don't know if it's like a little depression or my frontal lobe has fully formed. I just don't care enough to interject in conversation much anymore, especially when it's something that's not really my business. I also find even just hearing other people's conversations wear me out socially. And yeah, that's just, even if I'm hearing it from afar, I'm not even participating in it. But anyway, aside from that, these last 2 weeks in October were pretty interesting. If I'm able to finish editing this in time, I'll be uploading this either right after Halloween or the week after early November. But yeah, I may be able to show some clips from it, but I went to this like local Halloween themed EDM event in my hometown. We have a bit of a scene here that puts on shows and stuff for us. And for this particular event, it was hosted on some private property and I had a great time. They have all these old vintage signs that they've collected from different areas in the southeast, and they always go all out on the decorations. I used to do a lot of shuffling and shapes, so I love to dance and hop around like a psycho. And I've been to a few smaller festivals in the past, but it's nice to have something going on in the area that plays the genre of music that I really like. For Halloween this year, I kept it really simple costume-wise, just because I knew I was going to be dancing and stuff at this thing, and I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on anything, so I was a little rat, of course, and Hunter was a chef, so we were the ratatouille itself. So it was really cute, easy to throw together. I mostly just wore gray, and I had my little ears and tail. I did have a rat onesie from a long time ago, but I actually wasn't able to find that for some reason, which is sad. I know I still have it though, I just kind of got lost somewhere. But okay, I think that's pretty much all I got for now. I'm not quite sure how long my audio is, if it matches the length of my video, but if not, I'll just let y'all finish watching the sketchbook with some nice music in the background. But yeah, if you stuck around, thank you for that. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys again in the next video. Until next time, bye.